everybody, I am back with another celebrity at your request, and we are going to take a love check-in. We're going to check in on her with love, to see how things is going. And we also going to take a look into her energies towards Jimmy, and we're going to look at his energies towards her. We're going to look to see what energies is coming up next for her. And then I pulled three cards on her soulmate. I haven't looked at them yet, so we'll look at that later. So right now, I got her in the spirit, of course, um, waiting on an answer from the past and desiring to move forward. It's like that standstill, but she's looking back to see if there's a response. She want to make sure that she's not making a mistake by moving on. That's how it feels. Been there before. I know how that feels. She want to make sure that she's not making a mistake. Like, are you sure? Are you sure you don't want me? I love heart. Are you sure? Are you sure you done? Are you sure we can't have this? And then it's more of a question of, am I sure? Am I sure I'm done? She really want to make sure that she's completely done with the past so she can give her all towards the future. We're only talking about love today. So that's one of the things that I picked up. I got her in a very beautiful sexual place right now. Sexuality, getting to know herself, finding new beauty marks. I don't know why I just felt like that. Felt like she found a new beauty mark on her body, and just getting to know herself personally in a different way, in a new way, and the things that she did not see before. But when it comes to love, there is this unhappiness here. It's a sadness, it's an unhappiness, and she's trying not to fight against the way her life is right now when it comes to love. Um, this is not about getting a partner, because you can get any partner. This is about something real. This is about a soulmate connection. She truly desires to be with the right person. So there's a sadness here that when it comes to her love journey, it's not complete. It's not centered. It's not settled. The answer is not here. There's still options, and there are still pinches of the past that comes up from time to time. She's tired of fighting with the sadness of not being with the right person, or feeling like she's in the right place to be the new person. So there's a lot of things that needs to be cleared out when it comes to this. And then there's an unbalance here, because to be honest, she's not sure if the past is over. She's not sure. There's a person, there's a past person, there's past people. It could be two. It could be two people from the past that she's really not sure if she's done with them. And she's not sure if they're done with her. Or maybe it's just that thing that keeps bothering your spirit when you question yourself at night, like, is this person really my soulmate, but I need to wait for them to meet up to me spiritually. I'm waiting for them to heal. I'm waiting for them to grow. Where is my future? Is it behind me or in front of me? That's the type of thoughts that's going on right now. And it's a lot of mental space taking over that. It's a lot of energy being used in those thoughts. And that needs to be cleared out. That's the suggestion there. Really need to clear that out. Let's see how she goes about clearing it out. This is pretty much some advice right here. How do you get that out? How do you clear out those feelings of not knowing where you belong when it comes to love? She's definitely opened herself up. Very vulnerable for love. Very open. And she was all in when she did it too. Her whole self was in it. So much passion. You got to clear it out. So there's this unstableness when it comes to her love journey, because she's still looking to see where her king is at. And the location is very important. This is not a situation where a woman does not know that she has someone. She knows she has a soulmate. She knows it. She knows that there is someone special for her. She just don't know where. It's an issue with location, needing direction to look backwards or forwards, not knowing which way to go. It also could be an earth sign from the past that she is wondering if they can be the one. Other than that, looking for a stronger partner and not finding one. It's almost like if I walk forward, I'm looking for someone that's better than what I had. Someone who is more stable, someone who is grounded. Which way is home? Yeah, that's a challenging feeling. And I got communication from a past person who broke her heart coming in. We got a Virgo here that she's unsure about. Where is the love? And I just heard that. Where is the love you said you give to me? Okay. Where is the love? Where is the location? Backwards or forward? Backwards or forward? She is definitely out to sea with her thoughts. I just feel the motion of the boat. I feel her being the only one on the boat and looking for this love. And you know, when you're in the water, you sometimes don't even know your direction. And that's how this feels. I'm here, you're there, and I know you're there. But where are you? Are you behind me or are you in front of me? Could it be someone that's better than before, more stronger? Someone that has more growth, someone that has a better foundation? Could it be this Virgo? I'm unsure. There's some communication here that comes from someone that previous broke a heart. Whoever this person is, the betrayer, the person that breaks our heart, communication comes in and causes even more conflicts. So while she's out there on a sailboat looking for her love, she get a phone call while she's on the ship. She get a phone call while she's on the boat. And the phone rings and she answers it and it's heartbreak. Like, not Mr. Heartbreak, why are you calling? Is this a sign? You know, sometimes I have a couple of clients and I tell them, you're taking these signs a little bit too serious. Because it be so many signs that there's so much confusion. And the client causes more confusion upon themselves. And it's like, why don't you just make the first move and create what you want? And see if the signs give you confirmation according to your decisions. Sometimes you got to put those signs behind you and see if they come up as confirmation to what you decided to do. And this is that kind of moment right here. And actually, the client that I'm talking about, they are water signs too. This is that moment of, I'm taking a risk. I am in this boat. And I want to be led wherever the special person is at. And you get this call and you get this sign. This communication comes in and it's Mr. Heartbreak on the phone. And like, oh, do I supposed to forgive them and be with them? That's the kind of moment that she keeps having. And if she was listening to me right now, I would say, no, you go where you need to go. Don't be sent where you want to go. You pick it. Don't let it pick you. So let's see if we can find out what type of communication is this coming in. And it's coming in very soon too. And this could be something that happens a lot. For example, I spoke with an Aries and the Aries is not with their partner. They broken up. They're on a break, whatever you want to call it. But when the hardest times come in an Aries life, the Aries calls out to that person and say, hey, I'm not doing well. And sometimes you don't even have to verbally do it. They can feel it. So this is her on a search for love. This is her starting and about to and wondering how to clear out and dealing with the sadness of not having the right person or not for sure that she's in the right direction. And then who calls? Mr. Heartbreak. It's a sign and it's a test to see if you want to deal with this behavior. Do you want to deal with Mr. Heartbreak? So let's look at the communication that is coming in. Yeah. This person is weak. And just as weak as her. She's already weak. And then there's a person who's weaker than her that is calling in and coming in with communication. How about that? What do you do when that happens? They're hurt too. I bet you could pick yourself up a little bit stronger just so you can engage enough to help them. You ever had that moment? Someone that you love and someone that you have been tied to. You're just as tired as them and weak as them, but because you know that they're weak, you pump it up a little bit, but you can't pump it up for yourself. You just pump it up a little bit for them so you can be a help to them. This person is weaker than them. This person is going through weakness. This person wants to connect back to them. This person needs a refill. This person needs some of their energy, some of hers. That's what they want. They're calling to suck. They're calling to get some milk, some nourishment from her. And she gets kind of stuck right there, not knowing what to do. Possible fire sign this could be calling in. Aries, Sagittarius, Leo, very possible. Or it could just be a person who is not at their best right now and really need some of her comfort. They're passionate about her. They want to connect back with her, but they are Mr. Heartbreak. Let's see if we can check on Mr. Heartbreak. Let's see. Mr. Heartbreak coming in a full-blown action towards her. Coming with a lot of mental understanding and reflection that they went through. Coming in, giving her mind at ease, but at the same time having nothing to say. Because they come with the 9 of Wands as well. So, think about this real quick. You're trying to figure out your life for yourself. She's trying to figure out her love life for herself. And then this weakened person comes in with so much passion and need for her and wants to connect back with her. But it's also the person that gave the heartbreak and that is actually creating heartbreak in real timing too. Coming in with actions and mental advice to her on what she should do about them. Have you ever been in a situation like if you already broken and you already in pain and you already hurting me, then how you going to help me mentally? How you going to tell me what's the right idea or the best idea? And that's what's happening. And you're carrying the energy of brokenness at the same time. That's coming in. And this is not the first time. And when this happens, this sign happens, she gets many signs, then she's conflicted about searching for the location. Yeah, she's uncomfortable now. She's confused. She's thrown off. Like I was about to move forward, but then the past called me. And with that conflict of interest and becoming so stressed, that's taking her further away from this Ace of Cups she want to get to. Taking her further away. Who is this person that I know you're probably wondering? I want you to start thinking spiritually when you come to my channel, because nothing is practically. I'm not a psychic. And I'm also not really a tarot reader. But I do use these cards for pictures. But I can tell you this. It doesn't matter who this person is. I know you guys know a lot about her history and her partners. And I hear The Weeknd a lot. I don't care who it is. I don't care about their name. I don't care which face it was. Because this is an energy here. And this person can also be a friend. This person can also be one of her mentors, one of her partners. This person can be an old crush from high school. This person can be anybody. Anybody. Anybody to throw off her love journey. It don't always have to be who you think it is. It just needs to be the person who carried his energy. There are people in her life that come in during her time of weakness, and they're already weak themselves. There are people who want to be in her life. There are people who are passionate to be next to her, want to be with her. There is people who don't want her to move forward. Doesn't have to be the man, it could be a woman. There are people that are weaker than her that see her searching and moving forward in life, and they want to come in with their communication to try to give her some mental advice, and they are hurting her at the same time. So we don't care about the names. We know that this is a fact. Why is this energy around you to talk you out of where you want to go? That will be the question. But we know from what I said previously that she don't know where to go. So it's all delusional. It's just a conversation that doesn't go anywhere. How can I talk you out of going somewhere and you don't even know where to go? She's leaning on the signs. She's leaning on the emotions. She's leaning on passionate experiences that she had before. She's not making decisions. She doesn't know where to go. So it's just a conversation. This is the type of person that you don't have to worry about breaking them because they don't have an idea where to go. This is just love. This is the love journey. She doesn't know where to go in her love journey. And the reason why this person is Mr. Heartbreak, as I would like to call him for right now, is because they're hurting too. They're weak too. They're broken too. And they come in with this air energy and talk and give this mental advice that hurts her and keeps her in the Ace of Cups. Reverse. I know what that means. Cup. Love. So much so that it causes her to be conflict in any type of judgment. This person, this energy comes in to stop her from making her mad up. And how does that happen? Because we attract it. And I believe she's attracting this energy. Put her back in the boat again. So she's in the boat, looking to see if she should go forward, backwards, looking for this person. But what we know that is true. What do we know about her that's true? We know that she's sad. There's a sadness here because her love journey is not complete. It's not centered. It's not settled. So how can you be looking for directions and looking for your true love when you're also sad and wondering if it's behind you? So you attract these signs sometimes. You attract this movement from the past because it's pretty much like, I'm out here, I'm really, really moving around, I'm selling. So if you want me, now is the time. Give me a sign. Now this stuff can be done without even knowing it, but it's being done. Yeah, it's being done. It's being done. Trying to move forward, but still wondering if the past is what you needed. And when you're still connected to that past like that, it'll come in. Like, here I go. And it comes in with this scripted messages and ideas and thoughts This air energy come in and become Mr. Wrong and talk her ear off and give her the sign and kind of put a glitch in the system for her. Mind control. And now it makes her heart conflicted. Now it brings out the stressor. And then at the end of the day, she didn't get the prize. It's almost like I went out there, I didn't find anything. But I did get a call from the past. And the past was telling me to be still. The past was telling me I know that I know that I know. And somebody would probably be like, what do you know? Nothing. Because they can't promise you anything. Because the past is not ready for your future. Possible air sign, possible Virgo could be dangling upon her right now. Feels like the Virgo could be future. Feels like the air sign could be the past. So that's where we at. Well, like I tell you, it doesn't matter. Because even if it's not these people today, it can be someone else she's waiting on too. It could be a whole new relationship that she gets into. And when it becomes good, when it feels better, she can still be looking back to see if this is the right place. So she's judging her present based on her past to see if she's in the right place. New person. This new person, she like, yeah, okay, kind of cute. I would like to take a chance and see what may happen. I'm going to offer some love to see if we can make some life decisions together. I think that we can do something. I would like to take a chance to see if they are the one. See how that heart goes? The heart want to move. Like, let's move forward. Let's take some chances. Let's see what's out there for us in the future. But that mind, this air energy, pulls her back every single time. Every single time. The mind is separated from the heart. The heart says, yes, let's give Jimmy a try. But the mind says, I don't know how to do that though. I feel it, but I don't know how to do it. I don't understand how we can make it happen. I don't know how we can do this. And I've already made a decision. I only want to be with the perfect person. I only want to be with the one that's for me. And I'm not going to push this and orchestrate this. So just as soon as the heart is led to try, the mind takes her right out of it and reminds her, hey, you said you wanted the perfect one. Why would it do that? Because that's what she learned from Mr. Wrong. Mr. Wrong has taught her that someone else is the only one with access to her heart. So how could you be with anybody else? Remember, you want to be with the perfect person. I don't care about these gut feelings, this crush, this beauty. I don't care about all these heartfelt feelings you have for Jimmy. You said that you wanted to be with the perfect one. But who's to say Jimmy is not the perfect one? Which he's not. But I'm just saying. So what do we do with that? You talk yourself out of it? Self-sabotage? What do you do? Because just as much as she wants to give him a try, she's mentally telling herself, remember what you said. You only want the perfect one. You only want that one. And when you question yourself like that, it's almost like saying that you already know who it is. You're waiting on them. I don't think that this stuff is being done on purpose. I just think she's just been wired and trained to think this way. Yeah. You know, it's pretty hard to be in love with someone you're not with. And that's what she tells herself to take her time. So what does this look like? I don't see her doing anything too big with Jimmy at all. I do see her having fun. I do see her maybe going on a couple of dates. I do see her shooting some texts, sending some pictures. Hey, did you know I found my new beauty mark? Look at it. I can see that. Let's see what's going to happen. I can see her being optimistic about everything. Let's see, let's see, let's see. But I can also see her saying that this doesn't make sense. He can't be the one. And trying to find some type of patience to slow everything down. I can see her purposely trying to slow them down. Speed it up and then fade to black. I got to fade to black here because something comes in and convicts her that he is not the one. Now, when it comes to Jimmy towards her, he's not the one. He's definitely not the one right now because he doesn't want a relationship. And I kind of got this immature feeling off of him. I just kept seeing this little boy bouncing a ball and his mom is saying, come in the house and eat. Okay, Mom, I'll be right there. And just consistently going on and on and on. And you got to go out there and grab them just to get them in the house. Like, didn't I tell you to come in the house? You pull them by their shirt and take them in the house so they can eat and wash themselves. And there's not a lot of balance in his life like that. And that's what it feels like right here. His focus is totally somewhere else. Yeah. And I can see him dropping a ball and not being able to keep his word on stuff because he's more passionate about a ball than a person. Some type of social skills is off right there. Doesn't find much happiness in relationship and won't be as excited as her. And maybe those are the mental things that she saw in the mind. Like, now, he didn't seem very happy. He didn't text back with an emoji. When I saw him, he didn't seem excited to see me. Those are the things that make her question if he is the one. So let's find out what's going on with him because I have him here not feeling too happy about being around her. It doesn't excite him like that. I don't have a lot of energy. It's very dull. Like, she okay? You know how you ask some little boys, like, how you feel about her? She's okay. And that's how it feels. She's okay. Focus is somewhere else. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, there's a denial here. I get communication issues on his end, not knowing how to speak and confess, uncomfortableness, awkward. I don't know. How old is he? 10? Because this is how it feels. Yeah. But I do have him initiating conversation in between all of this uncomfortable feeling. Talks about doing something new and wanting something new, but then releasing it right after. Changes his mind back and forth very quickly. Yeah, not interested. Not interested in the ball and chain of a connection right now. Not interested in the commitment. Not interested in being in a relationship like that. He could be dealing with a possible Taurus as well. Or this can just be him not feeling the best. He can probably tell her, hey, I can't. I got to take care of my dad. I got to take care of this. I got to take care of that. He got some things he needs to release so that he can even merge into a relationship. He don't feel like he can keep this thing going with her. Well, let's see why not. Possible Aries could be a reason. I feel like he makes a lot of excuses. He's not mature enough for her. He's just not. She's been touched. She has went places spiritually in her relationships that he hasn't even opened up himself to. Yeah. You know, I'm trying to explain what the heck I just said. How can I explain it? You know, she's doing more than having sex. She was having sex and being, how can I say this? It's not pressure, but encourage, I would say, to admit every last thought she felt as she did it. Yeah, that's the weekend right there. He dug in her in ways that nobody has ever have, and he feels very, very immature based on where she just came from. Very immature. Yeah, I don't know. Just felt like she had to explain every emotion that she had during sex. That's how it feels. She was taught how to speak from certain places that this person, Jimmy, has not even touched yet. Yeah, he can't offer her anything. Yeah, restricted. Alright, so Jimmy has a lot on his plate. He has a basketball and a possible tourist, and maybe even some parents he needs to take care of, possible areas he might need to take care of. At the end of the day, Jimmy is excited about it, but he's not happy about what it takes, and he has this awkwardness too towards her. He's not able to do all this. There's so many shades to him that he haven't even lived out yet. Okay? I got this uncomfortable feeling over there. Maybe having some identity issues. Definitely some serious social skills. Feel like he's not ready for that. No. Not happening. They will fade to black very quickly. What's next for her? I got her taking some breaks. I got her getting some rest. I got her getting away from the love, the actions of trying to get to love. I got her taking a break on that, getting a little rest, and dealing with the things that she haven't completed and closed. Let's see what she's not going to work on. This is after Jimmy, I would say. And actually, it could be right now. It could be right now. Yeah. Okay. So she don't even want to think about the love thing right now. That's what's coming up. Taking a break. Not going to take any more risk. Pull it back a little bit. Don't want to work on things. Got this air sign she don't want to work on because of the bondage. Might not want to work on the Capricorn as well. I got her desiring to deal with the things that she's not healed from. Like, I'm going to stop trying to find love for a moment. I'm pulling back for a minute. I'm going to deal with these other situations that is unfinished. What is that? What is that? Oh, I forgot I pulled some soulmate cards over there. Get to see what her soulmate doing. Take a look at it. Oh, yeah. She want to dig deep into herself. Yeah. This is probably a repeated pattern. I'm going to try real hard to date. Then dating didn't work out, so I quit. Take a step back. Leave the air sign alone. Leave the toxic relationships alone. Leave Capricorn alone. Let me deal with this Gemini energy. Let me deal with the past relationships to get some understanding. But I got her walking away from even doing that mental search. That's a lot of work too. Dealing with the mental things is a lot of work for her, so that's where she can be most kidnapped and held hostage up in there. Because this is a good talk right here. Taking a break, pausing from people, pausing from being attached and connected to other people, looking at the past relationships, looking at the past connections, looking at what you are addicted to and can't let go of. But I get you walking away from it and trying to find another option to fix the situation. That kind of remind me like when there's only one answer. Either you're doing it or you're not. And that one answer is not good enough. You ever felt like that when an answer is not good enough? Like, for example, I tell people all the time, well, you know, you're going to have to release that. No. It's the only answer is release. It's release or keep. You know, sometimes it's just hard to accept the answers, but this is the only way to release those issues. You got to go through it. Not jump over it, but go through it. Go through it, go through it, go through it. What does go through it look like? That's like being in the boat again and put her back in the boat and the phone ring and not answering it. Not until I know for sure. I did my steps. I put my action in. I didn't make it to where I say I was going. See, the plan is to see if you need to go backwards or forward. You need to figure that out. Not answer the phone. Figure out if you're going backwards or forwards. And once you completed that task, check your voicemail. What is her soulmate doing? What's going on with her soulmate? Not time, not ready, not balanced, not strong. It's not the time. Soulmate exists, real and here. And it'll take a tower to bring them in. Maybe that's what she be thinking when Mr. Wrong called, or Mr. Heartbreak. Not Mr. Wrong, Mr. Heartbreak. So let's look a little bit deeper into that. It's not the time. Why is not the time? Why is it? Soulmate working too. Got some work to do. Trust issues. Soulmate is working on some trust issues. Learning how to maintain. Learning how to be balanced. Soulmate feels very needy. And they're working on that. The soulmate is working on this serious level of codependency. And it's not time for them to come in because they're still in the releasing stages too. Let's see. Soulmate feels familiar right now. I don't know why. I just do. I feel like I met the energy before. I feel like they could be on that table we just talked about. Yeah, very possible. Not the time. Still releasing. Still dealing with codependency issues. Still learning how to be consistent in their behavior. Yeah. Oh, wow. Learning how to move forward. So it's not the time for them. Her soulmate is still releasing mental issues, frustrations. Soulmate needing to move forward and accept the changes in their life. I'll tell you one thing, it also looked like her soulmate need to release her just to be back with her. But I don't know what form. Let's see what this tower do. That was a strange feeling. Okay. Bring some type of purpose and alignment. So something happens, something occurs to shift this in. And line them up in the process of working. That's another thing too, when you don't feel like healing. It's a lot of people that end up right where they supposed to be during the process of their healing. I know you be thinking to yourself like, it's gonna take years to find this love. I know people that started their healing process and within like 45 days was eye to eye with true love. In the process of this healing, I got alignment between the two. Alright, so got this feeling of them knowing each other already. There's a confession that her soulmate needs to do. I also felt like she would experience her soulmate somewhere else, not on earth. Felt like that for a moment. The soulmate has a confession to make. Yeah. You know, I just had this thought just came across me. Can a soulmate not want they soulmate? Of course that's possible. I guess you can feel that way. Just how I feel about her soulmate. It was 3 things major that I picked up on her soulmate. It's not time yet for them. And I also felt this feeling of her soulmate needing to release her to be aligned with her. And it's very, very possible that her soulmate could be with another Cancer right now. The second thing that I know for sure is that it's not a part of their doing. It's on your way to glory, on your way to healing. The shift and the alignment between the two of them comes as they're on their way to greatness. Okay? I know for sure that the soulmate is working on codependency issues, trying to maintain life. And then I had this feeling of confession and exposure. Like, confess to yourself that you want them. Confess that you need them. Confess that you know who they are. There was a confession of exposure that the soulmate needs to do. And after that, I just kept hearing, I don't want my soulmate. There's a strong possibility that the soulmate doesn't want a soulmate. That's what I got. Alright. So, I always enjoy her. I always enjoy her. Because it's so innocent. And although it's very delusional at times, it makes sense. It makes sense. And I love that making sense part. I just got through doing a Cancer, and they were so unhealed that it didn't make sense. But she has been opened up already. She has definitely been touched. So a lot of the things make sense when I'm doing her. So I do love that. I love the passion. There's a sweet, innocent passion about it, and she just feels trainable. She feels teachable. She feels like At moments it felt like she should be single. At moments I feel that about her too. Like, you should be single. You're great single. You're just great where you at. Just single. Got this humanitarian type feeling over her. And yeah, I would not be surprised that she have like 4 lives in one life. Like, actually see 4 different chapters of her. Would not be shocked. And I'm talking about like different stages of life that you can really see that it was a big transition. Like, wow, she's now doing this. I can see her making life in life. Making life in life. Yeah. Alrighty. Okay, so that's what I have. I'll talk to you soon. Bye-bye.